Now, as some of you may know from my previous videos, I'm not really a fan of ancient history museums. I'm more of a modern history, prefer modern history, but this museum is incredible. I mean, mind-blowing. We've just watched a documentary regarding the history of the museum, the modern history of what happened during the war. But effectively, this museum was completely riddled. I mean, absolutely smashed into concrete. But on top of that, all these sarcophagi, to protect them, they were all encased in concrete blocks. Basically made concrete protection around them all and hope for the best. Now, we just watched a video, as I said, with the history. So they showed footage of this from the mid-90s. Basically, it reopened. Well, the war ended in 1991, but it took 3-4 years to try and finish basically the reconstruction. This building was a shell. The columns outside were barely holding anything up. So it took them 3-4 years to finish the construction, and then they were finally able to free open all these monuments from their concrete cases. And it was quite momentous. It was quite watching the videos, which is from 1995, which they filmed as they're kind of plowing away with crowbars, prying open and watching the concrete walls of these sarcophagus falling down, to see and hope and pray that behind them all these artifacts were saved, were protected. On top of that, the museum still didn't get a break, where there was huge extensive flooding, I think in around the year 2000, I'm going to be corrected on that, where all the basement was flooded. So anything that was made of wood or anything porous at all was destroyed or damaged as well. So again, another painstaking restoration process to try and bring it back to its former glory. I'm hoping you can hear me because I'm whispering, because it is a museum. You just kind of got that feeling. So again, all the work was done to restore it to its previous glory, so it can be displayed here in this museum, which looks unreal. A sizable amount of money was donated by the Italian government to help them with their restoration. And so I'm not sure, in fact, not sure, I don't know at all what the circumstances were, but I can tell you what, the rest of humanity should be thankful to the Italians for doing it, because this is superb. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm going to probably try and do a bit of a voiceover because I don't really have a huge amount of time left. In typical fashion, I get here too late, but I'm going to carry on filming. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to watch the documentary again when I get home. Hopefully it's on YouTube, and I'll get a bit more research and information on it from Wikipedia, and I'll do a voiceover, because really, coming from a guy who is not a fan of ancient history museums at all, although the likes of Palmyra and Homs or especially Palmyra in Syria blew my mind, this is incredible. I'm absolutely loving this. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay, I'm going to shut up now and carry on filming. Okay, chat to you later. Bye-bye. 3,000 years old. It's hard to believe that items like this are over 2,500 years old. 2,500. How do you even begin to try and understand that? My head is officially blown. Okay, just when I thought my mind was blown before. 18th century BC. We're talking nearly 4,000 years. This is incredible. Well, I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was pretty bloody amazing. Should have spent a bit more time in there, but yeah, for someone who doesn't really go in for ancient history, some of that stuff blew my mind. Forgetting about 100 years BC, thousands of years BC. Fantastic. Worth coming to Beirut just for this place.